It's the Full Force News Burst brought to you by GeneralsJoes Reborn.com with me, Christopher McLeod AKA Diagnostic 80. Here's everything you need to know about the Hasbro G.I. Joe Q&A I took part in earlier today. So, earlier today I took part in a post-Hasbro Pulse FanFest G.I. Joe Team Q&A session on Zoom, and this is all you need to know from said event. The meeting comprised of myself and Carson from 3D Joes asking the questions, and the awesome Hayley, Paul, Ben and Lenny from the Hasbro team doing their best to avoid answering all of the horrible things we were asking them. The highlights of the meeting were as follows. Yo-Jo June will be happening this year, and as Ben from marketing explained, there will be specific news about reruns and reissues of certain exclusive figures and products, namely the dreaded Target exclusives. Expect some big announcements during the month of June, people. Lenny discussed the reasoning behind the choice of doing the 6-inch kids figures and explained that they are effectively following the trends of the time and are aiming at what kids are playing with now. He went on to explain that including action features was an important aspect for the play patterns they are trying to help cultivate. More figures are coming for the retro collection, and we can expect reveals during Yo-Jo June. They would not confirm the Wave 4 leak or who those characters might be. They did not mention more vehicles, although we didn't have time to ask. When asked about vehicles for Classified, Lenny said that from a design perspective they have to work that out based on the level of detail and so on. They are working out how to get there beyond motorcycles currently. The want is there, it just has to be implemented in the right way in order to reach the same level of quality as the figures. Ben also explained there isn't an us versus them feeling amongst the marketing and design teams. They're all on the same page and want the same things for the brand, which was a very positive comment and a feeling that was shared with the whole group adamantly. Paul discussed the push to aim at kids with the toys and making an entire generation aware of the characters they have no clue about right now. He also explained that he was a Power Rangers kid but has been won over by G.I. Joe since being exposed to the characters and so on recently. As we had surmised, the $9.99 movie figures will differentiate from the $19.99 classified figures, both in articulation, action feature and packaging. The $9.99 figures will come on blister card backs, while the classified $19.99 figures will remain in their recognisable boxes as seen from the reveals during FanFest. The kids' figures artwork will be more uniform and movie inspired, not yet shown, while the classified artwork, already shown, continues the classified packaging tradition of commissioning a unique artist for each package. Vintage classic figures, guys. O-Ring is not dead. They do hear your calls for O-Ring figures on social. They find it exciting and it makes them want to push to make it a reality. Keep up the chatter, they are listening. When asked if they had considered G.I. Joe for a HasLab project, the answer was a resounding yes. Of course, they couldn't say whether they are or not, it is definitely a consideration for the brand. I also asked them if they were planning on including small dio pieces or Build-A-Figure elements into the Classified line, and the answer was a positive one. Classified is still evolving where it began last year as a highly detailed and highly articulated action figure line with a focus on gear and accessories. They will look at incorporating new elements into the line as it continues to move forward, including the possibility of those previously mentioned ideas. Phew. Okay, that was everything. Stay tuned for a full recap on this meeting with Carson from 3D Joes and myself during the Full Force Weekly coming this Saturday. I'm off to badger Hasbro about another HasLab project. That's it for this instalment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce Podcast, or click the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.